Okay, thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
So for the second part, I will be talking about the pricing strategy and our ridership projection. Next, please. So in terms of pricing strategy, so there are three factors that we need to take into consideration. The first is that the price will be varied with ages. And the second is that the price will be varied with distance and the different stations that our passengers travel to. And the third is the fact that we're going to operate on a break-even basis. Next, please. So in terms of the group pages, as you can see, this pie chart shows us how the ridership is distributed based on the different ages, and there are 50% from children and another 15% from seniors, and the rest of 70% is from adults. So this is something that is not like price discrimination that aims to maximize the profit. So under this pricing strategy, we're able to specialize our price just in order to better serve the public and make our ticket price more reasonable and more logical. And this is the pattern shows you the ridership distribution by stations, and this is just the information we got from the case sheets we got like in the last weeks. And the third is the break-even basis. So we're going to operate on a break-even basis, which is required by the government. And we also found that under the fixed pricing income statement, we're able to break even after when our ridership is stabilized. So we're going to use the $20 as a references to compare and contrast our variable pricing strategy. So when you combine all those factors together, we're able to create a table that shows you like how we charge differently based on the ages and the stations. So here's the proposed pricing mix. If you can see the last rows first, so it shows the weighted prices based on the ages, and for the last column, it shows the weighted prices based on the stations. And so basically, the prices we charge to adult is a little bit higher than the fixed price, and the prices we charge to both children and seniors are a little bit lower than the fixed price. So in this way, the revenue we gain from adult can somehow compensate the losses we incur from children and seniors. So similarly, the prices we charge to Bloor and Union Station is a little bit higher than the prices we charge to the Western Station. Since the Western Station is a little bit closer to the airport. So when you combine all those weighted prices on the right bottom corner, and that's our overall weighted price, which is $19.8. That means that on average, under variable pricing strategy, we're going to charge each passenger $19.8, which is $0.2 lower than our fixed pricing strategy. Next. And this graph shows you the operating income comparison between 2015 and to 2018. And as you can see, they share a lot in common. This is in terms of the net operating income, and you can see there's not much differences between them, and that differences is caused by that $0.2 differences we charge to each passenger. And instead of viewing the lower operating income as a loss, we can view them as a transforming cost, which means that it helps us to transform from a fixed price to the variable price smoothly. So the benefits we got from fixed pricing is that it can generate a higher profit in the short run. However, due to the lack of specialization, we may lose our ridership in the long run since our price is higher and there's no any specializing to our passengers. And the benefits we got for variable pricing is that even though there's a lower net operating income, but we're able to specialize our tickets price to different ages group, and which in the long run, the ridership is going to increase. Next. And here's the ridership projection. So we conclude that the ridership projection we found in the Exhibit 1 is not overly estimated. because based on this graph, the right line shows you the survey-based projection, and those informations are founded in Exhibit 5, which is a lot higher than the general projections we got from Exhibit 1. And this also shows that our registry projection is not overly optimistic.
Okay, so now we'll be moving on to the promotion campaign and the budget report. So given a budget of $130,000, we had to make a